as far as like the felonies and stuff, the setbacks of having felonies, well, it's going to be a tough time getting you to register to vote. You're not going to be able to own a handgun or a rifle legally. A lot of jobs and stuff like to close their doors on you, close the doors in your face. You know, it affects you growing up. It has a real bad effect on your life. Now, some people can, you know, adapt and overcome those situations. But don't put yourself in a situation like that, because even now I have guys that come to me and say, hey, you know, I'm thinking about joining the military because there's nothing really out here right now. The economy's real bad. And it's nothing I can really do for them because they don't take convicted felons. And it could have been a simple mistake. You know, it could have been something that you was down and out, or this, that, and the other. It could have been a real simple mistake, but it has an effect on you for a lifetime. You know, and unless you're real creative and know how to think outside the box and come up with solutions for yourself, it's not going to get you that far. So it has a real bad effect, you know, on your life. And to be 18, 17 years old, some is even 15, 16, and to have this blemish on your record, that's not a good thing. You can adapt and overcome it, but don't put yourself in a situation to where you have to adapt and overcome it. I do feel that once you are, you know, you do your time, like they say, you do the crime, you do the time, all right? And once you get out and you go through your probation period, you start to reestablish yourself in society or whatever, then everybody should be given a second chance. You know, and everybody should be able to get that stuff off their record, because like you say, it could have been a one-time mistake. Society might not feel this right, but at that time, you had to do what you had to do so your family could eat, or so your kids could eat, or so, you know, that you could survive. And good people make bad decisions, you know, and bad people make bad decisions, but that doesn't mean that they can't be turned around. You know, one of my favorite sayings is, every saint has a past, every sinner has a future. So don't deny this person the right to be a productive member of our society because of a mistake they made. Now, if they're constantly coming out and making the same mistake over and over again, that's one thing. But if you got somebody that came out, you know, they made the mistakes, they did their time, and they're trying to be a productive member, then don't shun them. You know, me personally, I don't judge anybody. I'm not the judge of anybody. You know, but if a person comes out and they need help or they're trying to do something, then I'm going to support them to the fullest, because if we don't support them, then they're going to go back to those same ways because they don't have any support structure. You know, so if we take the time, give them a second chance. You know, if you feel you need to make them prove themselves, make them start from the ground, work their way back up, fine. They'll appreciate it too as well. And you never know what that individual might have to offer to you or to society in general if you just shun them because of a mistake or two they made. Like I said, I've made mistakes. Doesn't mean that you can't overcome them. I've overcome a lot of stuff, and everybody's overcome some things. So don't shun them. Give them a chance to be a productive member in our society. You never know. They might be that change that we need.